Welcome back, VC. Mark here. I'm going to share with you a pretty substantial collection that I purchased in the summer of 2019. I purchased it from a gentleman who lives in my neighborhood. He recently retired, was looking to downsize. He spent his career as a live sound engineer. He had really good taste in music, loved all types of music. The thing that stuck out most was the condition of the albums. He just kept them all in pristine condition. There were approximately 5.5 record boxes worth of albums. I may have looked at 10% of them, asked him how much he wanted for the collection, and that broke down to approximately $3 an album. I brought the albums home, put them in my spare room, and there they've sat. So I thought it would be fun to go through the collection together. I haven't gone through the majority of the records, so this will be fun. I'll try to limit these videos to about 12 minutes. So this will probably be broken up amongst 5 or 6 different videos. The first one, When Harry Met Sally. Soundtrack, Harry Connick Jr., awesome piano player, studied under some of the finest musicians in New Orleans. Lots of classics. Don't get around much anymore. Autumn in New York. Stompin' at the Savoy. Great soundtrack. Next one is Donovan, The Pie History of British Pop Music. Not a huge fan of Donovan. Never really connected with his music. This is a great album. Alphonso Johnson, Yesterday's Dreams. Great sounding album. And Grover Washington Jr.'s saxophone playing on Scapegoat. It's worth the price of the album alone. Really funky. And I'm just going to show you 1 or 2 albums just so you understand how beautiful the albums were kept. Beautiful inner sleeve. Look at that pristine vinyl. And all the albums that I actually looked at when I was at his house were in this condition. Okay, the Robert Cray Band, Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Jeff Beck, Blow by Blow. Great picture of Jeff. Classic Seeger, Night Moves. This looks like it has the original poster. I loved this album as a kid. There's not one bad song on this album. Rock and Roll Never Forgets, Night Moves, The Fire Down Below, Sunspot Baby, Main Street. Love that song. Love the guitar tone on that track. Mary Lou, just a great album, filled with classics. Leonard Skinner, Legend. Bruce Hornsby and the Range, The Way It Is. I played this album to death when I was in high school. Next one is The Temptations Sing Smokey. And this is a reissue from, I believe, 1982. Really well done. Again, vinyl is just beautiful. Grab another bunch here. The Doobie Brothers, Stampede. Not a huge fan of theirs. One of my favorite albums of all time, Peter Gabriel, So. Fantastic album. Again, just pristine. Look at that sleeve. Red Rain and Don't Give Up, my favorite tracks on the album. Just a classic. It might as well be Swing, Frank and the Count. Raw Blues and the Shrink, $3.99. Eric Clapton, John Mayo, Otis Spann, Peter Green. Evita soundtrack, and I believe this is from 1976. Stephen Stills, Manassas. Beautiful gatefold on heavy stock cardboard. Really nice. Chuck Mangione, Main Squeeze. The B-52s, self-titled. Just in beautiful, pristine condition. Look at that cover. Classic album, Chuck Mangione, Feels So Good. The B-52s, Mesopotamia. The B-52s, Wild Planet. Jonathan Edwards, self-titled. Dan Hicks and his Hot Licks, original recordings in the shrink with the nice price sticker, and the nice price was $3.99. Revenge. Norman Greenbaum, Petaluma. Can't say I'm a fan of his music. Stephen Stills. Stone mint copy of Cat Stevens, Tea for the Tillerman. Ooh, I did not see this when I went through the collection. Nice price sticker, $3.99, Taj Mahal. Great album. Terminal Love, the Peter Ives Band. Here it is, Buckingham Nicks. And that's on Polydor. Crystal is on this album, which would be re-released when they joined Fleetwood Mac. That's one of my all-time favorite Stevie Nicks songs. I'll just do a couple more. We're probably out of time here. Let's see here. Ry Cooder, Jazz, arranged and conducted by Joseph Byrd. Steve Winwood, Talking Back the Night with the Hype in the Shrink. Arc of a Diver, Steve Winwood, great album. While you see a chance, take it. John Mayall, Moving On. Little ring wear on this one. I'm sure the vinyl is pristine. The London Bo Diddley Sessions. And this is part of the original Chess Masters series. These albums sound incredible. Huge fan of Bo Diddley. One more. The B-52s, Cosmic Thing. Love Shack, Rome. This is probably my favorite B-52s album. Really well done. All right. Next week we'll continue with part 2. Thanks so much for tuning in. Stay safe.